Wildlife Works oye! Wildlife Works oye! Somo! Shame on you! Somo! Shame on you! Vera! Lift the ban! Somo! Shame on you! Vera! Lift the ban! Somo! Shame on you! Vera! Lift the ban! Wildlife Works oye! Wildlife Works oye! Wildlife
Maungu community leaders, members of the press, good evening. We are here today to make a declaration and read our community memorandum in response to a report released by SOMO against the Wildlife Works Kasigao Corridor Red Plus project. As a community, we are defending our rights, upholding justice, and preserving progress. The objective of this memorandum is to declare the Maungu community's position on allegations raised by SOMO. 2 is to express our concerns about Vera's suspension of carbon credit issuance to the Kasigao Corridor Red Plus project. 3 is to condemn SOMO's attempt to leverage isolated incidents to advocate for the abolition of the carbon offset industry. And the 4th one is to demonstrate community solidarity and support for the Kasigao Corridor Red Plus project. This memorandum has been put together after a week of day-long meetings with community members in 5 different localities spread throughout the Kasigao corridor, and we have attached the list of attendance for all the forums we had. We gave space for community members to express their general opinions, grievances, and support for the Wildlife Works project. This memorandum is produced as a result of these meetings and has taken into account all the various opinions of the community members who directly benefit from the project. The feedback from the community has been that while some bad actors were present within the project, the community overwhelmingly support the project and are very concerned about their lives and livelihoods if the project is suspended. This is why we feel compelled to correct some of the blatant falsehoods put forward by SOMO about the project. We, the undersigned, representatives of environmental, human rights, civil society, non-governmental organizations, community-based organizations, administration and governance experts, and the community of Maungu location hereby present this memorandum on the Kasigao Red Plus project, guided by Article 1 of the Constitution of Kenya 2010. We exercise our sovereign powers mandated by Article 174, recognizing the right of communities to manage their affairs and further their development. As local community residents, we assert our constitutional mandate under Articles 3, 10, and 35 of the Constitution of Kenya, highlighting our responsibility to defend and protect the Constitution, participate in matters concerning us, and access public information. The global initiative, known as Reducing Emissions from Deforestation and Forest Degradation, REDD+, is a pivotal strategy in the battle against climate change. Originating from the United Nations Framework Convention on Climate Change, REDD+ gained momentum with the Kyoto Protocol in 1997. The Bali Action Plan in 2007 introduced the comprehensive REDD+ mechanism, setting the stage for addressing deforestation and promoting sustainable forest management. The Paris Agreement of 2015 solidified REDD+ within the global commitment to climate action. Kenya, as a signatory to the Paris Agreement, fully embraces REDD+ initiatives. The Climate Change Act of 2016 provides a legal framework with subsequent amendments in 2023, reinforcing Kenya's commitment. The National REDD+ strategy, on the other hand, outlines Kenya's approach to reducing emissions, promoting sustainable land management, and enhancing carbon stocks. Grounded in the Constitution of Kenya 2010, our memorandum aims to address recent allegations of sexual harassment and physical abuse brought forward by SOMO, which is a Dutch headquartered NGO. We vehemently condemn any individual malpractices within the project, while at the same time challenging SOMO's drastic recommendations, including the cessation of the carbon offsetting industry. The Wildlife Works Kasigao Corridor Red Plus project in Taita Taveta County, Kenya, is a successful conservation initiative designed to mitigate climate change by collaborating with local communities, NGOs, and international agencies. The project addresses deforestation and land degradation in the Kasigao Corridor, which is a migratory conduit between Savo East and Savo West national parks. The project, which started over 20 years ago, align with global, continental, and national frameworks and positively impacts the lives of over 100,000 residents across 6 locations, fostering economic opportunities, environmental conservation, and community well-being. The project supports community projects in poverty alleviation, education, health, and environmental conservation. The project's success lies in its comprehensive approach, mobilizing voluntary carbon market funding and actively involving the local communities in conservation activities. By addressing the root causes of deforestation and land degradation, the project has created green jobs, empowered local communities, and reduced deforestation rates, hence showcasing a model that harmonizes environmental and socioeconomic aspects. We have all seen a very positive impact by having the project here. This is a poor area of Kenya with very limited employment opportunities. The project has provided an ever-growing number of jobs to the community through their various departments, which we hope will continue to grow. On top of that, the project has worked with the communities to engage them in learning about climate change and how to adapt their agricultural methods to become climate resilient. It protects a large area of native forests, which is crucial for the area and to fight climate change. If the Wildlife Works project was not there, these results would most likely disappear in a short period of time, and we cannot allow for that to happen. SOMO's targeted investigation, which was very clearly biased in nature and relied on testimony, which was obtained through questionable methods, including cash payments offered to people in the community, unfairly labels the Kasigao Corridor Red Plus project as allowing systemic harassment. With less than 10 officers implicated in a project of 447 employees, SOMO's condemnation of the entire project is scientifically flawed. SOMO's call for global carbon offset industry abolition within their own report indicates ulterior motives and a disregard for local communities embracing and benefiting from such initiatives. The community, of course, condemns any human rights violations and supports the project's internal investigation and corrective actions. We question SOMO's motives and urge adherence to Kenya's legal processes. Now, when it comes to opposition, while appreciating whistleblowing, the Maungu location community firmly rejects SOMO's targeted investigations, labeling the malpractices as systemic and radical recommendations, which are demanding for the abolition of the carbon offset industry. SOMO's tactics raise questions about its motives, as its proposed industry abolition contradicts Kenya's commitment to global agreements like the Paris Agreement and Red Plus initiatives. SOMO's call for the abolishment of the carbon offset industry is seen as unjust and an insult to Kenya's sovereignty. We support Wildlife Works' corrective actions against alleged perpetrators and further demand fair administration of justice and compensation where human rights violations are proven. We emphasize the project's positive impact on the community, environment, and socioeconomic development. The Maungu location community, transformed by the RED Plus project, further expresses shock at Vera's suspension of carbon credit issuance to the Kasigao Corridor RED Plus project based on SOMO's report. We acknowledge the significance of whistleblowing and the experiences of the women who are affected. We, however, challenge SOMO's motivations, and we have already seen positive corrective action being taken by the project. We understand that further investigations into the allegations have already taken place, and the project is continuing to work with our communities to improve further. As we conclude, we call on SOMO to cease its campaign for global carbon offset industry abolishment based on isolated incidents in the Kasigao Corridor RED Plus project. Kenya's commitment to RED Plus initiatives should be respected. Secondly, recognizing the community benefits of the Kasigao Corridor RED Plus project, we urge Vera to lift the suspension on carbon credit issuances to prevent setbacks to the project's gains. Wildlife Works' swift corrective actions are appreciated, and we encourage continued commitment to human rights and project sustainability. We call upon Wildlife Works to continue ensuring fair compensation where violations are confirmed, and continue working towards prevention of any further issues within the project. Kenya is a sovereign state guided by the rule of law, and any illegality of whichever nature should be prosecuted within the legal framework. SOMO's recommendations should not be used, and I repeat, SOMO's recommendations should not be used as a pretext to bring down the Kasigao Corridor RED Plus project. Yes. Yes. The community which is here today calls for collaboration and adherence to national and international frameworks in addressing the allegations and ensuring that there is continued success of the Kasigao Corridor RED Plus project. May God bless you. May God bless the people of Taita Taveta County. May God bless Kenya. Wildlife Works is here to stay.